Hi everybody, it's Brad from the Big Family Homestead, and in this video we are talking about a long-term shelf-stable food storage meal replacement option called survival tabs. So let's get to it. If you are a friend of the Big Family Homestead, if you watch our videos, you see our content, one thing that keeps coming back up and up and up is that we think it's very, very important for you to have some degree of long-term storable food on hand. You never know when there's going to be an emergency. You never know if you're going to need to use it because you're out of work, yada, yada, yippee skippy. You need to have some survival, preparedness, long-term food on the shelf at all times. Well, so I ended up getting in touch with the people from Survival Tabs because I've been seeing these guys abuzz on the internet and I wanted to do a review on them. But before we go any further, you have to know, as a matter of disclosure, they're not paying me to do this, but they did send me these things for free. So disclosure, disclosed, moving on. Okay, right out of the gate, what is a survival tab? Well, here on the package, it says that a survival tab is a delicious meal replacement. Wow. It also says that it has no gluten. It also says that it is non-GMO. Way to go. And then it gives you a flavor. And then there are people here who have bicycles and treadmills and they're sailing people there. And then there are people hiking. Oh, but this part's cool. Made in the USA. So survival tabs, from my understanding of it, these are chewable, eatable meal replacements, and they're supposed to give you a nice boost of energy when you're out and about or cannot get to a regular meal. And they're marketing them basically as, well, survival tabs. And so we're gonna bust this open. I'm gonna show you the ingredients on the back first. Bust one open, and I'm gonna give you my impression because right now I am a person who actually has a sugar issue. Now the funny thing is I go to the doctor pretty regularly, and about every 6 months I have them test my blood because they say that I don't have a blood sugar issue when they test my blood, but if I don't eat like that. And this is one of those times where it's coming on, so I figured this is a perfect time to go ahead and test the survival tabs. So let's check out the ingredients, and then we're gonna get to, well, I guess, lunch replacement. Okay, let's take a look a little bit here at our nutritional values. You can pause the video if you want to go and really get in there and with an eagle-eyed view, but basically just rough overall stuff. The serving size is 12 tablets, and each one of those servings gets 240 calories, and calories from fats 108. Everything's looking pretty good here. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a ridiculous amount of any one thing or not enough of something. And let's check down here at the bottom. More stats on our fat, cholesterol, sodium, dietary fiber, and all that kind of stuff, and the fatness. But the thing is, it's kind of funny. If you're actually in a survival situation, I am sure you're not sitting around going, now does this have too many fat calories? I think not. Okay, let's get to the important stuff here. Just gotta open up the deal here. It does have a resealable kind of doohickey there. Let's see if I can best the doohickey. But it's resealable. And this one is strawberry flavor. There we go. This is what they look like. Those are your survival tabs. They look like really big Rolaids. And I would like to point out that these 4 tablets, that is not a full serving size. That is a 1/3 of a serving because they say 1 serving is 12 tabs. So there you go, 12 tabs, 1 serving. Strawberry. Oh man, you should have made them red. Here we go. Okay, finished up the 4 tabs in record speed, I must say. That record speed. Impressions on the tabs. First impressions, I should say. They don't, I mean, it tastes strawberry-ish, but it's not going to taste like a milkshake or anything like that, and it's definitely not going to taste like a real, actual strawberry. I think that would be a stretch, but you can tell there's a strawberry flavor. It is pleasant. It's not like Rolaids. It's not as densely packed, so there's a little bit of, it's not as densely packed. Right off the bat, it's not too chalky. I thought that was going to be an issue. I thought it would be like, oh dear Lord in heaven. It's pleasurable. I mean, it's not like you're gonna sit down and go, oh man, I want to eat, you know, these for the rest of my life. No, but it's not gross. They're not bad, but it's not the best gourmet thingamabobber you ever had either, but they do the job. So now I guess I wait. So I'm gonna basically turn off the camera and go do some stuff, and I'll be back in a half hour to let you know how I feel, because my blood sugar is kicking. So if this does the trick, I'll tell you, well, I'll give you the 411. How's that? Now, before I actually get to the 411 opinion on the survival tab issue, I would like to point out they do come in several different sizes. Like, here's a different size canister that has 90 tablets in it, and this one here is a 180. And yeah, well, they basically give you all kinds of information on the back too here, which I think it's really, really cool that it's a 25-year shelf life, non-GMO, made in the USA. So without any further ado, here is my opinion on survival tabs. I love them. Great, great, great product. This is not the kind of thing that you're gonna go, man, I'm gonna sit down for night after night after night and eat a plate full of survival tabs, because like anything else, you'd grow to hate it. But this is a meal replacement. This is if you're on the go, can't get it, or let's say that you're in a survival type situation and you have not caught anything, grown anything, yada yada yippee skippy for a while, this is gonna get you through. My blood sugar leveled right out. I feel good. There was definitely an energy kick shortly after I took the tabs. The flavor's not bad. These things are waterproof, guys. You can stick this in your pocket and go. They're portable, easy, easy, easy. Other huge things. Basically, they are non-GMO. Way to go, guys. You don't need to add all this nasty, wasty chemicalness. You just don't. And 25-year shelf life and made in the USA. I think, this is just my opinion, because remember, they're not paying me, but I think everybody should have some of these on hand. And I personally am going to try and figure out how to get several of these just to stick on the shelf. I mean, if you were in a pinch, this will get you through. I'm pleasantly surprised. I expected them to be gross. They weren't. You know, it's totally, this is one of those pleasant surprises. Now, price. Price is subjective to everybody's, you know, income, yada, yada, yippee skippy. But this one right here, this 180 tab bottle, says that it will feed a person for 15 days worth of survival food based on recommended consumption of 12 per day. And this is selling pretty much all over the internet for about 40 bucks. So you decide for yourself whether or not that is a value to you. I am generally on the cheap side of things, but because of the portability, because of the shelf life, because they're made in the USA, all of those things start looking real good. And yeah, 40 bucks is a lot, but when you consider 15 days of food with that kind of portability, 40 bucks is not looking like a whole lot of outlay of cash. So for me, I think it's a value. You have to decide for yourself. Hey, put it down in the comments whether you think I'm, you know, full of hogwash or whatever. So anyway, there's my opinion. The 411, I think overall on survival tabs to me is 2 thumbs up, or as many thumbs as you have. If you had more than 2 thumbs, that would be freakish and weird, but you know, that's a whole nother story. So anyway, if you like the video, please do subscribe, pass it around. Truly does help our family out. And also too, one thing, if you want some survival tabs and you just happen to be like, yeah, I'd be able to help out the old Big Family Homestead, you can go over to our website. We grab the Amazon link and it helps us out. So if you don't have them and you want them, there it is. That's completely a zero pressure, whatever. Anyway, you guys have an amazing day.